Hello and welcome to the third installment of the Fall 2020 Spotlight Series segment presented by the Corey Higher Education Council. Over the course of this series, we'll provide you with a virtual look at education and training close to home, showcasing the latest services provided by the Council, conversations with higher ed educational partners, and local success stories. Once again, my name is Brody Howard. I'm the Executive Director of the Corey Higher Education Council. My guest today is Marquis McBride, Student Success Specialist for Erie County with the Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. I appreciate you joining me today, Marquis.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Just a quick programming note. As we go through, we just want to remind you that you can get the latest updates from Corey High Ed on our social media and website pages. We can be found on Facebook at Corey High Ed, or on Instagram, also at Corey High Ed, or by visiting our brand new website at coreyhighed.org. So back in fall of 2018, the Corey Higher Education Council became a hub site for the Northern Pennsylvania Regional College for the delivery of its face-to-face learning classes. Just over the last 2 years, the college, as well as enrollment, has seen tremendous growth across its footprint throughout the Northern Commonwealth. Since some of NPRC's academic programs are still somewhat new to the community, we thought we'd take the opportunity to take a closer look at what the college has to offer the Corey community. So Marquis, there may be a few misconceptions about NPRC's non-traditional instructional model. So could you take a moment there and explain how the model works?
Yeah, so I've heard a few misconceptions and seen a few regarding NPRC, whether it's an online school, whether it is in person. Our school is non-traditional in that it's not all online. So that's I think the most common misconception is that it's an online school. We call it remote learning. So there are in-person classes where the students will go to the sites, and in these sites, they will learn via our StarLeaf system, which, if you know Google Teams or Google Hangouts, pretty much the same type of things that we've been using throughout the pandemic for meetings. That system is used to have the students connect with the instructor. The instructor gives their lectures through the StarLeaf system, but the students would be in this classroom site all together, and they would learn through there. Obviously, with COVID, there's been a few changes to that, but we've adapted pretty well. So I think we can talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But yeah, remote learning model. That's our method of instruction.
Excellent. And through that learning model, there are various programs and degrees that are currently offered, particularly through NPRC at the Corey location. So what are some of those programs or degrees on the academic side of the college? And are there any dual enrollment options available?
So yeah, we have 6 associate degrees. We have the social science associate, we have the liberal studies, we have early childhood education, which is big. Specifically for Corey, I'll get a little bit more into that later. Criminal Justice Associate's degree, Business Administration Associate's degree, and Applied Technology. We also have a variety of workforce development programs. We have CDL, we have EMS, we have powder metals, which I believe, I'm not sure if it's currently offered in Corey. I need to check up on that, but we have a good amount of workforce development programs as well. As far as early entry students, we do take those. So if students want to start getting a jump start on their college education, then they definitely can with NPRC.
What is your role, particularly as a student success specialist? What do you do there for the college in your relationship with either current or incoming students?
Well, as a student success specialist, we wear a lot of different hats. So our job spans across a wide range of different things. Uh, we help with recruitment, in a way, marketing, outreach, things of that nature. We help bring the students in. And when we bring the students in, we help them with getting registered. We help them with making sure that they have all their documents that need to be turned in order to be enrolled. We help with scheduling their classes once they do get accepted. And we just guide them throughout this educational journey from the moment they enroll all the way through until they graduate. And even beyond then, if they wanted to reach out for assistance, we can provide them with resources as far as even maybe finding a job, just getting connected in the community, different things of that nature. So we really help them from start to finish.
NPRC states that they provide a quality, affordable education close to home. What do you think are some of the advantages for students enrolling in NPRC classes at Corey High Ed?
I definitely think that some advantages are that with our instructional model, because we aren't a traditional school where you have to go to, say, a campus at 8 a.m. for your class, then you might have an hour break, then you have to go to your next class that's at, and you're on this campus all day long. You don't really have a lot of wiggle room. You don't really have a lot of flexibility in that. Um, with us, it's different in that you can, people who work have a little bit more flexibility. People who have children have a bit more flexibility with us. People who do both, work and have children. And so, we really, we have a lot of non-traditional students, and I think that that's a big reason why. The fact that we can offer so much flexibility. The fact that we have a site in Corey at the high ed that, students, well, for the spring term, we're going to continue being remote. So maybe beyond that, we have, they wouldn't have to travel very far in order to get instruction. So it's convenient and it's flexible. So I think that's definitely where the advantages come in.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. The segue, of course, everything is a forefront of all of our minds and what we deal with every day, day to day in today's current environment with the COVID-19 pandemic. How has the college adapted recently to still be able to provide education opportunities seamlessly during the pandemic?
So we believe that it's more important now than ever to continue your education, even during these uncertain times. We can adapt our class delivery from the community locations, as I mentioned, to remote delivery to ensure that our students and the community's health and safety are secured. So no matter what 2020 holds for the remainder of the year and beyond, no matter what's thrown at us, rest assured that we will help each student further their education.
So if we had individuals that were watching this video that were interested in more information or potentially considering enrolling in NPRC classes here at Corey High Ed, how would they find out a little bit more either about the college or some additional information?
So we're actually having a information session on Monday, November 9th at the High Ed in Corey from 1 to 3 and then again at 5 to 7. So we'll be there that whole time in between as well. So if you have any questions whatsoever, I'll be there. And I'll be ready to answer any questions that you may have. We will have a bunch of information to provide for any prospective students interested. So definitely come and check us out, and we'll answer any questions that you have. Also, if you want to look on our website, regionalcollegepa.org, we have a lot more information on there as well. Even if I have some contact information, you can reach out to me, and whether it's sending me an email, and I'll get those answered. Any questions you have, I'll get those answered for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Marcus. We really appreciate learning a little bit more about the Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. I know I can speak on our behalf. It's been a great relationship. We're just very excited about how much it's grown recently, particularly with the students that we're serving and being able to serve here in the community. We look forward to this continued growth and success here into the future. So thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you.